I've got two children that are now teenagers, and both of them have played sports for a number of years. My daughter Gabby is a very competitive soccer player and has played in the JAGS program at Total Sports Wixom for a number of years. She's now a high school player, but for a lot of years she was with the JAGS program. Yeah, it's an interesting story. I was introduced to Shash, Nagel, and ProSport's orthotics through the county, the Oakland County. The company was growing and looking for capital and strategic assistance, and so I went and met with them and saw just the amazing things that they were able to do with custom orthotics. And it occurred to me right away, as soon as I saw the orthotics that they could make so quickly, how that would have been so helpful for my daughter when she was a player and having trouble with her feet and knees and hips on a constant basis. Well, ProSport orthotics and Total Sports are really a natural fit. You have athletes and parents of those athletes that spend thousands a year to support their young athletes and to play competitive sports, whether it be baseball or soccer or other sports that Total Sports supports. And ProSport Orthotics is providing a measure of security and protection for those athletes, but the two didn't know each other. And so it was pretty clear to me pretty early that I should introduce these two organizations and bring them together in an effort to help the athletes. And as a father myself, I had really bad experiences with injury and health concerns early, so it was just a no-brainer for me to bring the two together. My daughter, Gabby, who I'm very proud of, and all of her accomplishments, a very competitive athlete. She was born Frank Breech, which means her feet were by her face when she was born. But of course, just over time, she just naturally grew out of that. We had no idea that she had any physical health concerns or issues that we should have any concern about. It hadn't even occurred to us to get her measured or to consider custom orthotics. She'd never had complained about her feet or had any issues or pain in her knees or hips or anything, even when she was playing. Nonetheless, she ended up having a major ACL injury, and the recovery period for that took more than 2 years. She came back eventually and then experienced another ACL injury, which really ended her soccer playing days with the JAGS. She's now playing high school soccer again, thanks to ProSport orthotics. Having the custom orthotics has just been a life-changing experience for her. I can only wish that I had access to or an understanding of the ability to get a scan for my daughter, because had I had that opportunity much earlier, I would have done it. So my insight or advice to parents is don't hesitate. There's no reason to hesitate to get your young athlete measured, scanned, and to determine if in fact there is a need, because as I've come to learn, all physical problems, or most of the physical problems that manifest themselves from the feet to the knee to the hip to the spine start from the feet. And had I been aware of that, certainly as a parent and with all of the money that we put into these sports, I would have taken the time to get her measured, especially if I had an opportunity to do it at no charge. I would have certainly taken that opportunity to do that. Parents today, through Total Sports, thanks to Total Sports and ProSport Orthotics, have the opportunity to get a free scan of their young athlete's feet to determine whether or not a custom orthotics might be needed. Take advantage of that opportunity to get your athlete scanned because you just don't know. Don't wait for the pain or injury to occur to take the time to make sure that they're protected.